Welcome to part 11. I'm Scott Kundle, and you might remember me from previous parts, such as part 10, part 9, part 8, and that memorable part 3. Today I'm going to take a little bit of a detour. I'm going to just show you 4 really cool things about My Most Trusted that you probably don't know. This is going to be part of a series of videos, and I'm going to jump in every now and again with some cool stuff because My Most Trusted has a few little features here and there that are really useful, but most people don't even know about. Okay, so let's begin. Number 1 of 4, you can move your slider up and down. A lot of people didn't know that. Of course, you can minimize and maximize it, but you can move it up and down to keep it out the way. Just hold your left mouse button down, or mouse button if you use a Mac, and you just move it up and down. Number 2. So there's a little bit of an interesting one here because now a lot of people don't know that there's actually a history of referrals. So when you go to referral history over here, okay, or if you're on the dashboard, okay, now remember to access that menu, you just use the little button here next to dashboard, or you can click on referral history. This gives you a list of all the referrals and introductions that you've made, people have made to you, etc. This is really useful because it allows you to follow up. Most people don't follow up on the referrals that they make. They just kind of do the referral and then off it goes into the ether. It's a great idea just to pop a message every now and again and follow them up. So most people don't keep a record, but My Most Trusted does keep a record of every introduction and referral that you make. Number 3, this little button over here is super useful. Now, you'll notice that you want to see contact information. Sometimes we have phone numbers, etc., etc. This is Gemma, so I'm happy to share her email address, and you'll see the tags. And if you scroll down, you'll be able to add tags. Now, how did I get to the screen? What happens is when you've got Gemma here, for example, there's a row of icons at the bottom. Okay. Now, most of these are pretty self-explanatory, and you can mouse over them. But the middle one over here, contact details, that's how I got to that screen. So when you click contact details, it'll bring up the contact details. Scroll down a little bit, and this is where you can add tags. And you can also delete tags if you want to as well. Some of them are custom tags, and some of them are not. So you can play around with the tags here. You can add new tags. And just keep in mind that a lot of these tags are already made for you. You can create your own tag or use one that's already in here. So that's the third thing. Finally, but most certainly not least, is this little search filter, which you probably know about because I've mentioned it, but people are not using anywhere near enough. It's a premium feature, and it's this connection type expands the entire search network to search the entire network. So normally with the free version, you can only search your first and second degree, so your results can be quite limited. But with premium, you can search the entire global network of 21,000. So this little drop down here is a very, very important little part of My Most Trusted. And it is super, super useful because it can get you in the door to some incredible people. I'm going to take you on how to do that and the strategy to do that in a future video. Just also keep in mind that if you click search and filter over here, you can make it bigger and smaller, which is quite useful. And you've got this little up and down arrow as well that does that. So this will allow you to have more space while you're searching.